Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the features of AXA 80. I found that it has a total of 9 features. These 9 features of AXA 80 help farmers save on production costs and lower the costs of using fertilizers and pesticides. AXA 80's 9 features help farmers save on expenses and reduce production costs. It lowers fertilizer and pesticide costs and reduces soil compaction. AXA 80 is not a fertilizer or pesticide, but an agent that enhances their efficiency. It allows for farming in various ways at the same time and also helps reduce soil compaction, so it covers a lot of ground. When it comes to AXA 80, AXA 80 is not a fertilizer or pesticide. It's an efficiency-enhancing agent that makes fertilizers or pesticides work better. The first reason it improves the effectiveness of fertilizers or pesticides is that it has a neutralizing effect and helps adjust the pH levels to some extent. Now, let's take a look at the demonstration and to see how this feature works and how farmers can benefit from it. It's crucial that it neutralizes acidity. Let's see the demonstration to understand its benefits for farmers. What do acidity and alkalinity mean? I have 2 glasses of water. I'll add vinegar to one to show acidity. What will this feature look like? And how will farmers benefit from it? Now, let's see what acidity and alkalinity really mean. Right now, I have 2 glasses of water. In 1 glass, I'm going to add vinegar to represent that the water is acidic. I'm adding vinegar in there now. Using a pH test solution, I'll show acidity. For alkalinity, lye shows the difference. 1 drop shows alkalinity. Alkalinity shifts color from center to right, acidity from center to left. Here, the color of acidity looks like this. Now, for the alkalinity test, I'm using lye to show the color difference between the 2 sides. I'm going to drop 1 drop of lye in, which is alkaline. Many people might not have seen or understood what alkalinity is, or why I'm testing it this way. Let's keep watching. This is the color of alkalinity. So alkalinity is the color that changes from the center to the right-hand side. Acidity is the color that changes from the center to the left-hand side. This means that if we want to spray plant nutrients on the leaves or apply pesticides, insecticides, or fertilizers in general, spraying plant nutrients on the leaves, or applying pesticides, insecticides, or fertilizers in general. Generally, they have a mild acidic effect, but the water we take from the irrigation ditches or natural sources around us tends to be alkaline. So, if the concentration of alkalinity in the spray tank is higher than the mild acidity of the fertilizer or pesticide, it will reduce the effectiveness or potency of the fertilizer and pesticide. Now, I will demonstrate that this glass of water, which I took from the irrigation ditch where they do agriculture, will be tested for acidity and alkalinity. I will drop the pH test solution in to show you whether this water is acidic or alkaline. When we add water to the spray tank, whether it's 20 liters, 200 liters, 500 liters, or 1000 liters, the concentration can significantly reduce the potency of the fertilizer. However, if we have AXA 80, we can adjust the pH to support the effectiveness of the fertilizer immediately. I have separated some AXA 80 into this bottle, and I will drop it into this glass of water from the irrigation ditch. Let's see how the color changes with the pH adjustment. Therefore, what's important for farmers is that if we add 20 liters of water, that's 20,000 cc, and if we add 30 cc of fertilizer or pesticide, it means that the alkalinity of those 20,000 cc will dilute the mild acidity of the fertilizer or pesticide. Let's see if the fertilizer or pesticide really has a mild acidic effect. I will dissolve the fertilizer in water for you to see. Now I will add water to this test glass to check the effect of the fertilizer or hormone or pesticide I brought as a sample. I will use a color comparison test with pH paper. I will add this hormone fertilizer, which is commonly used by farmers, and then I will add the pH test solution. It has a slightly acidic value, so as I mentioned earlier, if our spray tank has a lot of water, and that water is highly alkaline, when we add fertilizers or chemicals that have a slightly acidic value, it can reduce the effectiveness and capability of our fertilizers or chemicals. This is the benefit of APSA 80. Next, I will show you how it can save costs in agriculture and how effective agriculture can be in one go. I will add water as if we are about to mix some powder, whether it's fertilizer, chemicals, or plant food. APSA 80 blends well with water, allowing the various substances mixed in the tank to be effective and well integrated. Now, I will add APSA 80 from this bottle into one glass. This glass will be rich in APSA 80. I will mix APSA 80 with the water first. After that, I will use baby powder mixed with Hycamil and pour it into the glass that doesn't have APSA 80 and the glass that does. Let's see what differences we can observe. The glass without APSA 80 won't dissolve well, right? But the glass with APSA 80 shows that it dissolves well, even without stirring it. It settles down into the glass more easily. This is because it acts as a good solvent, or in English we call it an emulsifier. Now, let's summarize this. If the glass on the right doesn't have APSA 80 and we use 100 baht worth of fertilizer, its effectiveness might be reduced, so we won't get the full 100 baht value. How much of that 100 baht can we actually use if it doesn't mix well enough? On the other hand, if we use APSA 80, we can see that this is a spray tank with full potential, both adjusting the pH and allowing for good mixing. Therefore, farmers can benefit from it all at once. This is just one aspect of APSA 80. What do you think about this effectiveness? Now I have added water to both glasses, and I have prepared 2 plant leaves. You can see that plant leaves mostly don't come into contact with water very much indeed, isn't it? If we spray something on the leaves and then it rains shortly after, it can quite easily damage the fertilizer or pesticide we sprayed, making it ineffective and wasting our labor and time. And if the wind blows, it can blow everything away as well. Indeed, isn't it? Now, if we have AXA 80, I will show you how to mix AXA 80 in a glass. Let's use this glass. I'll mix it in this glass first. Let's see what happens when we have AXA 80. I have some dry leaves here, and I'm going to dip them into the water with AXA 80. You can see that it gets wet. Indeed, isn't it? Half of the leaf is wet. We'll come back to see if it stays on the leaf like this, which we really hope for, as we expect what we spray on the leaves to enter the leaves and be transported to the plant's food-making process and other parts. Indeed, isn't it? This is a solution for farmers to get their work done effectively in one go using AXA 80. Next, I will show you that not only can it adjust the pH and be absorbed into the leaves well, but it can also break up the soil and reduce soil compaction significantly. This is a great method. I will use this paper, fold it in half, and then tear it to simulate round soil pellets. I will spray it out and then crush it into soil pellets, assuming they are compacted soil pellets. Let's see how AXA 80 works. I'll place this here. One will be crushed into a pellet as before, and I'll place it here. In one glass, I will add AXA 80. After that, I will drop the soil pellets in. Let's see which glass will loosen the soil pellets or the paper faster. you can see that the glass with AXA 80 loosens the paper better. So this shows its effectiveness